PJ, come on up, please. Class valedictorian, PJ below.
Fellow classmates, Mrs. Hayward, staff and school committee, family and friends. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself tonight. I am theatrical, a drummer, a good student, a Christian. My biggest passion, however, is baseball, and that's what I'm going to speak about tonight. I think school is like baseball leagues. I'm going to use the league terminology from my town's baseball organization, so I apologize for any differences because I know that some of my town's leagues that are very high up have the same name as some of your younger leagues. Now, I did say that I am theatrical, so I will be using a few props. So, kindergarten is like t-ball. Everyone is helping you and basically nothing can go wrong. You learn how to play the game of school. You learn the rules. You learn that the coach or teacher is in charge and you are part of a team. First grade is like the minor leagues in Little League. You are still coached but need less help. Only minor things can go wrong now, but still not a big deal if you mess up. If your name is put on the board, it's just a reminder that you need to pay attention to the rules. This is where the umpire is first introduced. My umpire is Jesus Christ. Second grade is like the major leagues of Little League. You are now in the biggest league on the small fields, or in Team A. You are still learning the basics, and the coaches are helping you to know where to be and when. Teachers are helping you learn more about math, reading, the Bible, and more, but preparing you to move up. You are now more independent in anything that is due for homework. The umpire is still here, guiding your games and year along. Third grade is like junior league. You're making the jump to a different field and a different team in both situations. You now have to put in more work and learn new things. Now you are learning more about how to do school. You learn that you don't always agree with your friends, but you are still part of their team. The umpire is still here, and even though you may think he calls a play wrong, what the umpire says goes. Fourth grade is like senior league. It's your last year in Little League, or your last year in downstairs classrooms. You master the basic concepts of math and such, and you are now ready to move upstairs to bigger ways of thinking. You learn how to make a presentation in front of the class. In fact, I taught my class about baseball in fourth grade, figuring out batting average. The umpire may still be doubted, but if you don't understand the call, why not just read his rule book, or the Bible? Fifth grade is like single A. You're finally out of Little League, out of the town league, going up to a new floor. You're seen as small by the veterans, or the 7th and 8th graders, but you're getting bigger. You know more about the subjects, but not as much as the upper middle schoolers know. You learn that younger kids are looking up to you, and yes, the umpire is still present. Sixth grade is like double A, getting closer to the majors. Now it's more about you. More is expected. The responsibility of homework and projects is on your shoulders. You definitely learn that homework is much more of a responsibility and you need to be more organized. The umpire now helps guide you along in your journey through life. Seventh grade is like AAA. You're ready to be there. You haven't made it yet, but be patient. You're still functioning with a team and learning how to get along despite your differences and despite any doubting of your Lord. Eighth grade is like the MLB, Major League Baseball, the big leagues. You've made it. There's nowhere to go but up, especially with your manager or your teacher, an umpire, Jesus Christ, helping you along. You now may think, well, you've covered every league in elementary and middle school. What about high school? Well, here's my opinion on that. High school is like the all-star team. It is intense. There are so many younger players or students looking up to you. This is when the umpire is at his prime, and this is when many teenagers get very close to God. When I was younger, if I saw somebody that was a teenager, I would immediately think they were 16. I don't know why, my mind just registered it that way. They seemed so big. I didn't think I would ever get there. But now that my sister is 16, it seems so close. I figured out that it is going to be the end of my sophomore year that I turned 16, and with my 14th birthday in just 2 days, that is suddenly only 2 years away. Now, I did say that many teenagers can get very close to God in their teenage years. You might have seen it happen differently. Fortunately for me, I have been surrounded by teammates, or fellow classmates, that have believed the same that I do throughout my years at HCA. I do know that I will doubt and I will be tempted, or to put it in another way, I'm going to go through a hitting slump. But my family and teachers have given me a good example to follow. I know my umpire does not mind questions and will answer me somehow. From HCA, I have a good foundation. I have a great family. I have had great teachers or coaches thus far, and I know my umpire is moving up with me to the next league. So in closing, to my classmates as we go on to high school, I'm ready for the All-Star team. Are you? I guess the only thing left to say is this: play ball.
The only thing left to say is you hit a home run.